Santa Claus Show on KOFO. I'm your host for 2 more nights. Eric Chappell, glad to be with you. The Santa Claus Show heard tonight and tomorrow night, and we've got to let Santa focus on his big night. It's coming up Sunday, Christmas Eve. He'll be delivering toys all over the world to the good girls and boys out there. So we're very, very lucky and grateful that Santa has time for us tonight and tomorrow. And I'll be sure he knows that when we call him in just a few minutes on our magic phone line to the North Pole. I'm sure Santa and Mrs. Claus and the elves are very, very busy tonight getting all the toys finished, checking the list. Not once, but twice. Because we've only got 4 days until Christmas. I know, he said 4 days. Now, this is the time when most people are trying to finish up their shopping, get cookies made, wrap presents, plan their meals for Christmas Day. Then you got people like me who are trying to finish the shopping, don't have a clue where the wrapping paper and tape are, and would like it's time to slow down just a little bit for the next 4 days, which is a difference when you get older. I remember as a kid, time couldn't go by fast enough at all for Christmas Eve to get here. It just dragged on, and you wanted to go quick for Santa to visit. So it's funny, depending on your age, right now you're excited for Christmas and can't get here fast enough, or you want to just slow down just a bit. Now, speaking of the kids who wanted to go fast, there is still time, actually one more day, to send a letter to Santa that he'll receive from our North Pole Express mailboxes, and those are located at our sponsor locations. I'll tell you about that in just a minute. They have elf magic, by the way, in those mailboxes. So as soon as a letter is placed inside, it goes directly to Santa's mailbag at the North Pole, so he can see it, read it, and see what's going on. And with Christmas only 4 days away, time is of the essence. So that's the reason I remind you about those North Pole Express mailboxes. Santa will be reading your letters on the air, and he will read those out of the mailbag tonight, and they'll do it right here on KOFO, and that's what we'll be doing. So I hope you sent your letter in, and we'll hear those tonight from Santa. We'll ask him to read letters tomorrow night as well. So if you turn one in tomorrow, Santa will read it tomorrow night. So feel free to drop by our sponsor locations and put your letter in the North Pole Express mailbox. Let me give you those sponsor locations. So kids, if you're around the radio, this is the time to tell your parents to listen up so they know where to take you. And Mom and Dad, if you're already listening, write these down real quick. Our sponsor locations for the North Pole Express mailboxes are Kansas State Bank here in Ottawa, Liberty Pawn and Gold down at 1st and Main, El Sol Mexican Restaurant, also High Tech Relief Center, both in downtown Ottawa. Leighton Real Estate up in Wellsville. Barbara's got the mailbox up there ready and waiting for you. Hometown Sears Store in downtown Ottawa. Pizza Time as well downtown. DIY Supply in the south end of town. Talk to Eric. He'll help you get set up there with your mailbox. And then also Ottawa Recreation Commission over at 15th and Ash. Bob Ellen Ford in South Ottawa. And Morning Star Care Homes in Ottawa and Baldwin City. So we do thank all of those fine businesses and locations for being our sponsors this year of the Santa Claus Show. And that's where you'll find your North Pole Express mailbox. So get those letters delivered as soon as possible. Now, in addition to Santa reading letters tonight from the good girls and boys in our listening area, we do invite you to call in and talk to Santa. Again, he's at the North Pole through our Magic Elf phone line. And tonight we're going to make it even more special because if for every child that gets on the air with Santa tonight, we've got a special gift from KOFO. It's as simple as that. You give us a call. The number is 785-242-1220. That's 242-1220. And again, for every good girl and boy that gets on the phone tonight with Santa, we've got a special gift from KOFO. So those phone lines, get those lit up anytime. We'll start taking those calls, and we'll get you ready to talk to the jolly old elf himself. Remember, you can hear the Santa Claus Show on 103.7 FM, 1220 AM. Also on our YouTube page online. You can find the link on our website at KOFO.com. And also, if you have an Android phone or tablet, you can listen on the Next Radio app. So that's the drill tonight. In addition, of course, to the good girls and boys talking with Santa, we always invite calls from anyone because the Christmas season is for all ages. So we've always talked here, I'd say over the last few weeks, we've talked a lot of traditions with Santa Claus, and we want to hear yours as well. We've talked everything from what kind of cookies are your favorite this time of year? What do you have on top of your tree? A star, an angel, meatballs. We've had all kinds of calls and things like that. What kind of lights do you have on your house? Do you have colored lights? Do you have clear lights? What's your favorite Christmas song? And last time when Santa was here, and I'll talk to him about this again, we talked about our favorite Christmas smells. And I got to thinking about that during the week off we had here with Santa. And one of my favorite Christmas smells is hot chocolate because, I have one about every night, as a matter of fact, this time of year. And I brought a big mug of steaming hot chocolate tonight. What I want to know is, from you, marshmallows. Yes? No? Do you put marshmallows in your hot chocolate or not? Let's talk about that one tonight. I know. gripping entertainment. But anything else you want to talk about with Santa tonight, we're going to do it right here on the Santa Claus Show. So welcome. We hope you're enjoying the season. We're glad you're here to share a little Santa magic with us tonight. And we'll see if he's available. Like I said, I know they're extremely busy. I mean, they've got to be. It's that time of year. So I'm going to use the Magic Elf phone line here and see if I can get Santa on the phone. Again, 242-1220 is our phone number. I can't give you Santa's phone number, but let's see if he's ready and waiting tonight to chat with us. I hope he's got some free time. I don't know how he can this time.
North Pole Telephone and Telegraph, how may I direct your call?
Yes, Derek at KOFO again. Would you mind if I talk to Santa Claus, please?
1 moment, please.
Thank you very much. I love their on-hold music there at the North Pole. That's so fantastic. We'll see if the jolly old elf is around and see if Mrs. Santa and Mrs. Claus is around. And
Oh, Merry Christmas.
well, there he is himself. Santa Claus, how are you?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
You, my friend, have to be very busy at the North Pole.
Oh, yes, but I love it.
You have 4 days until the big day.
Yep, 4 days, 4 busy days, but you know what? The activity is just, it's so warm and so welcoming, and I just love it.
I assume that everybody's just ramped up and ready, and the elves are even more ready to go, and the reindeer are ready to go. I mean, it's just right here.
It is.
It is right around the corner. So you're checking lists, I assume?
Yes.
You got the naughty and nice list. Now, we've talked before over the last few weeks, and again, we appreciate your time. We know you're very busy, and we've got 2 more shows tonight and tomorrow. Then we're going to give you the rest of the weekend off so you can get ready. We talked about the list last time.
Yep.
Has the naughty list been pared down quite a bit?
Oh, it has shrunk significantly.
I know, because I know we've talked before about you want that list empty when you take off on Christmas Eve.
We are so close.
Awesome. Well, we'll hopefully tonight we can help kind of put that to ease, and we'll talk to some good girls and boys maybe who, if they're having a little issue with that list or not, that tonight maybe we can be sure they hit that nice list, if you will. So we'll talk about that as more with Santa Claus here tonight on the Santa Claus Show. From the North Pole, I am in the Bob Allen Studios here in Ottawa, and Santa through the Magic Elf phone line in the North Pole. So, Santa, question, do you have some letters? It's been a week since we had you here for the Santa Claus Show, so I'm hoping your mailbag was pretty full over that last week.
It is.
Very?
Several new letters.
Awesome. Okay, so you've got some names. Before you dive into them, maybe give me some names so those kiddos know that they're coming up tonight. Throw some names at me.
We've got Aiden, we've got B, we have Chet and Lisa and Gabriel and let's see, who's this one? Oh, Jenna. Jenna is on here as well.
Awesome.
All right. This is so wonderful.
I'm guessing that so far those are all names that are on the nice list, and that's good to see. So we're going to read those, and remember, for every child that gets on the air tonight, and I'm telling you this, Santa, because you may not have heard me say this before. For every child that talks to you on the air tonight, we have a special gift from KOFO we're giving them.
That is wonderful.
That's just kind of our little ho ho ho, if you will, for the kiddos out there. So that number 242-1220, we will do that tonight. And I tell you what, Santa, let's. I know you're busy. I know we got a lot to squeeze in here before 7 o'clock tonight. So why don't we go ahead and dive into a couple letters first before we take our first break? And I see we have a phone call waiting, so we'll take that call as well here in just a second.
All right. We have a letter from Aiden. Aiden is 5 years old, and he says he just wants to tell Santa hi and Merry Christmas.
Well, that was fantastic. Aiden didn't even ask for anything. It's just to tell Santa hi. How nice is that?
Thank you, Aiden. Merry Christmas.
Fantastic, Aiden. Thank you, and I'm sure you just made Santa's day.
Oh, we got a letter from Erwin. And it asks for snow. It says, please snow. And then he drew me a picture of me going to the Christmas tree. And he's asleep on the bed, so he's going to be asleep.
Well, that's a kid that's on the nice list right there, because, he's going to be asleep and has to be asleep for you to show up. And speaking of snow, by the way, Santa, down here in Ottawa, there is a slight chance in our surrounding area here of some snow on Christmas Eve. So we're trying to do the best we can so you have a nice landing spot on those roofs with some snow, and it feels like the North Pole to you. So we'll take a look at that forecast here in just a minute.
Okay.
Who else you got, Santa?
I have a letter from B.
Okay.
B says, Dear Santa, for Christmas, I would really, 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 really like to get a Polaroid with some things to actually take pictures with. Says, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, sorry about the bad handwriting. Thanks in advance, love, B.
So how many reelies was that again?
Oh, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks 5. Wow, a whole line worth.
Yeah. So the thing is, the more reelies that you put in there, the more it really might happen. So that's kind of cool. Nice letter. I like that one. Thanks for sharing that one as well on our North Pole Express mailbox at our sponsor locations. It's as simple as that. You drop off your letter, Santa's going to read it on the air. How cool is that? The Santa says your name and reads your letter on the air on KOFO. How about one more here, Santa, and then I think we're going to go to the telephone.
Okay, the next letter I have is just pictures. It says, wow. There's just a lot of good pictures.
A lot of good pictures on this one.
A lot of good pictures. Would really like to thank you. It says on the back, it says fish and shark. But he's drawn pictures of people and animals and all kinds of stuff.
Now, there's another one for your big fridge there at the North Pole,
yes,
right?
It is. It's actually four pages of pictures.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
That's going to take up some space on the fridge.
Yes, it will.
Well done. Well, thank you for those letters and those pictures, and we're going to get to some more of those here as we move along. But right now, Santa, we've got someone on the phone. I believe this is Avery and Savannah. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is this Avery?
Yeah.
Hi, Avery. How are you? This is Derek.
Good.
Can you do me a favor,
yeah.
Avery? Can you say hi to Santa Claus?
Hi, Santa.
Hi, Avery. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
I am just full of joy today. Thank you for calling. How old are you, Avery?
What?
How old are you?
9.
You're 9 years old, and what grade does that put you in?
I'm in 4th grade.
In 4th grade. That's excellent. Who's your teacher?
Miss Thiessen.
Really, I remember her. She's such a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Are you excited about Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got your tree up already?
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent. What do you have on the top of your tree? Do you have an angel or
Peppermint Snowflake put a candy cane on there.
Oh, wow. That's special.
I like that. That's a new one. I got to write that one down. I bet that's beautiful. Did you help with the tree? Avery,
Yeah.
Did you like putting ornaments on the tree?
Yeah.
How big do you think Santa's Christmas tree is there at the North Pole?
10 feet tall.
10 feet? I bet it's at least 10 feet.
It's at least 10 feet.
It might be a little more. I bet it's a huge tree, don't you?
Yep, and we got a great big star at the top of it.
So, Avery, what's on your list for Santa Claus this year?
I really want Elf Lego set.
An elf Lego set. Now, Santa, do you have elves making that at the North Pole?
Yes, we do.
An elf Lego set?
Yep, we got a whole department for Legos.
That's kind of cool that elves make an elf Lego set. That would be fun to play with. Avery, I hope that comes your way because, you know what, I'm actually going to put that on my list. That sounds kind of fun.
Anything else you want, Avery?
No.
No, just...
Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you, Avery. Merry Christmas to you. Ho, 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 ho.
Now, is somebody else there with you, Avery?
Yeah.
Who is there?
Anna wants to talk.
Savannah?
Savannah?
Hello?
Hello, Savannah.
Hey.
Hi, how old are you?
6.5.
Oh,
6.5.
Oh, that is great. Have you started school yet?
Yes, 1st grade.
First grade?
Wow.
Wow, that's excellent. Who's your teacher?
Miss Cozio.
Yeah, I remember her. What do you want for your Christmas present?
I want a huge teddy bear.
A huge teddy bear. Ho, 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 ho.
Hey, Avery, are you going to snuggle with that big teddy bear? Savannah, I mean. That's right. Savannah, are you going to snuggle with that big teddy bear?
Who are you?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Derek. Hey, Avery, are you going to let, or Savannah, I'm sorry, are you going to let Avery snuggle with it too, or are you going to keep it to yourself?
I want to.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Fantastic. Have you ever talked to Santa before?
No.
No.
Wow.
Well, this is your first time. What do you think?
He's funny.
He's jolly and funny at the same time, isn't he?
Yeah. All right.
Well, Savannah, thank you so much. Anything else you want to say to Santa before he goes? We're going to take a quick break. Santa has to run and do some things with the elves real quick, and we're going to take a break and come back while he's doing that. Anything else you want to say to him?
No.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you, Savannah. Thank you.
Well, Avery and Savannah, thank you for calling in, and Santa, thank you for taking their phone call and talking to them. And again, we wish Avery and Savannah a very Merry Christmas and hope those things come their way. And we're so glad they called in. And like we said before, Avery and Savannah will now get a special gift from KOFO since they were on the air with Santa Claus. We'll do the same. Any child on the air tonight, we've got a special gift for you here from KOFO, so give us a call. 242-1220. We're going to take a quick break, take a look at your Bob Allen Ford Weather Center forecast. You're listening to The Santa Claus Show on KOFO.
Here's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast.
8 gallons of fuel gets you $1 discount on all 4 brushless car wash options. Now at Ottawa BP and Car Wash, 23rd Street in South Ottawa.
Your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast from the Bob Allen Ford Weather Center. Tonight, overcast, a low of 28. Tomorrow, overcast again, a high of only 37. And tomorrow night, overcast skies, then gradually becoming clear and a low of 21. Saturday, sunny skies. The sun returns on Saturday and a high of 35. And Saturday night, a 20% chance of snow after midnight. That's right, snow chance after midnight. Overcast on Saturday night and a low of 17. Then Sunday, it's Christmas Eve with a 30% chance of snow before noon. Mostly sunny after that and a high of only 33. So Christmas Eve looks like a possible chance for a little white Christmas the next day. Christmas Day, sunny skies and a high of 39. That's a look at your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast from the Bob Allen Ford Weather Center on KOFO.
If you were around 100 years ago, your doctor was your friend. Your neighbor might be your insurance agent. You could talk to the grocery store manager at church. Not so today, except when it comes to Kansas State Bank. Kansas State Bank is a local bank and has kept the proud tradition started by its founder, Glenn H. Hill, 100 years ago. Go to practically any other area, and all of the banks have sold out to big corporations run by suits and teakwood offices on the East Coast. Not here. Kansas State Bank remains Kansas State Bank. Your neighbors. Member FDIC.
This is Chad Bruner, Director at the ORC. You know winter weather is just around the corner, but come join us at the Ottawa Recreation Commission for all your recreational needs. The ORC is now registering for youth volleyball, martial arts, adult basketball, yoga, and many more programs. Please visit the ORC at the Gopher Building on 15th and Ash. Call us at 785-242-1939 or visit us at orcottawas.org. The ORC, we also want to wish everyone a joyous holiday season.
Pizza. The bald-headed, yellow-skinned guy behind me has just discovered pizza time.
Cheese bread, buffalo wings.
You'll be drooling, too, with every bite of everything on the menu. Know what makes pizza time the best?
Dough.
That's right. Fresh-made dough gives pizza time pizza its wonderfully delicious flavor.
Beer, wonderful, glorious beer.
Got that, too. And with football season here, there's no better place to watch a game or go after you've played one.
Pizza, beer.
Close. It's pizza time. 208 South Main in Ottawa, 785-242-TIME.
Hey, this is Jake.
And this is Shelton.
From High Tech Relief Center.
We provide managed IT services to...
Whoa. It's IT.
Oh, man.
Well, just hit Control-Alt-Delete and start again.
We provide managed IT services to Ottawa and the surrounding area.
So if you need help with your wireless network, website, security cameras, or just have general computer issues,
give High Tech Relief Center a call at 785-229-0541.
HTRCKC.com. Find us on Facebook at High Tech Relief.
Thank you just doesn't seem to be enough. When we brought you the story of 2 families in our community that needed a hand this Christmas season, you came through as KOFO Happy Holiday Helpers. Thanks to your generosity, Mary, a single mother with a 4-year-old son who has special needs, will now be able to pay her rent, her utilities, and other mounting bills that were going to keep her and her son from a happy holiday.
Thank you to everybody that has chosen to reach out and bless my family. Thank you very, very much.
And Kelly, full-time caregiver to her disabled husband, Alan, will get that new queen-size bed he so desperately needs, the sheets to go with it, the coat Alan has gone without, and be able to pay the tags and taxes on their loan vehicle.
I appreciate everyone of you. This is so kind.
Yes, you, our KOFO listening family and advertisers, showed the true meaning of the season by giving to others in need at a time when it was needed most. You are true Happy Holiday Helpers. Merry Christmas, and thank you from all of us at KOFO.
Welcome back to the Santa Claus Show on KOFO. Derek Chappell, glad to be with you for another night. We're here tonight, we're here tomorrow, and then Santa's got some work to do, so we're going to let him have the weekend off. So 2 more Santa Claus shows, and we hope you can get those letters in. Like we said, we've got 1 more day to get your letter to our North Pole Express mailbox for your child, and we'll get them on with Santa Claus tomorrow night as we wrap things up. So plenty going on, a lot of busyness out there, but don't forget, for the kids, this is the big one. This is it. This is the good time that they look forward to, and so how great if they can hear Santa Claus read their letter that they drop off at the North Pole Express mailbox. Speaking of the jolly old elf himself, he is on the phone still with us. Santa, I'm glad to have you along tonight. You know, I was looking earlier tonight. You have a lot of different names, you know, besides Santa Claus. and the Jolly Old Elf, which is what I like to call you.
Yeah.
All around the world, you're known by different names. You're known as
Ho Jijo.
Saint Nicholas in some parts of the world. You're also known as Father Christmas.
Yep.
Grandfather Frost. I'd never heard that one until I came across that today. Grandfather Frost. That's an old one. That's very cool. And of course, your given name initially was Kris Kringle. So, whatever you're called, it still all means the same.
It does.
Joy of giving, the joy of the season, and just the best time of the year, if you ask me, is around Christmas time. Now, of course,
it is wonderful.
Of course, the reason for the season. We can't forget that as well. It's Jesus' birthday, and we'll talk a little bit about that later on tonight, and be sure the kiddos understand that too. But a lot of them are looking for the Jolly Old Elf and the big red suit, but they got to be asleep. That's the key. You got to be asleep when Santa takes off on Sunday night. So, pizza time right now, 6:27, and that means it's time for another letter.
Yes, we have several letters here. This one's from Gabriel. Gabriel sent me basically it says, "Love Santa."
That's it.
And punched some holes in it in a real pretty pattern, kind of a star pattern. And it's very nice. Very nice letter.
Thank you,
Gabriel. And Merry Christmas to you. We have another letter here from Jenna. Jenna says, "Hi, my name is Jenna. I want to have a hoverboard, an iPod, a trampoline, and for you to have a safe trip, and God bless you." Well, thank you, Jenna, and God bless you too.
Well, that's
and
fantastic.
Merry Christmas.
What a nice letter.
That is a very nice letter.
And again, we like the letters to Santa that not only say, "Hey, Santa, here's maybe what, if I'm on the nice list, here's what I might like to get," but the ones that say, "Love you, Santa," or "Thanks, Santa," or anything that references what you do. That's always a good thing, too.
And gifts for others as well.
That's always nice. Very nice. Well, thank you for those letters. Thank you again for that one, Jenna.
Yep. And then this one is from Madison. Madison says, to Santa and the elves, "I love what you do, especially the elves. Hey, if you can do me two favors." Says the first one is to have Harlan believe in you.
Okay.
That is, wow.
That's one of the great things about the holiday and kids like this is they believe. They believe in so much. And, I think the kids see that sometimes when parents or grandparents or family members, aunts or uncles, as they get a little older, sometimes they forget that belief. They forget, but they believe in what Christmas is all about. And what better way to bring you back to center than have a child say, "Hey, I need you to believe."
Yes.
That's one of the favorite things for me of Christmas, is seeing the belief in those eyes.
Yes. The second one is, "Can you give me your signature?" She wants my autograph.
That probably doesn't happen very often now, does it?
No, it doesn't.
That's pretty cool.
No, it doesn't.
A Santa autograph. Well, we'll see if we can work on that.
Well, thank you, Madison, and Merry Christmas.
Yes, thank you, Madison, for your letter, and thank you to Madison's parents for helping Madison get to one of our North Pole Express mailboxes to get that letter to Santa Claus, where they instantly go. You put that in the box, and boom, it goes there. All of our sponsor locations, by the way, Santa has dubbed them special elves for this season, so they have the magic that it needs in that box to get right to Santa's mailbag.
And they do. All right, I have another letter. This one is from Unique. And Unique says, "I want a hoverboard, gummy bears and gummy worms, and a new house."
Well, okay. Just jump right on that one. A
tall
new house.
But,
But don't get the new house till after Santa comes, because you might not know where Unique is.
Address, that kind of thing. That could be a problem.
Yeah, and of course, when you put the little change of address form into the post office, that goes to Santa, too, so he knows where it is.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure how to describe this letter. It says, "Dear Santa, I want a vacation. Thanks."
Oh, that's mine. Hang on. Santa, can you send that back to me? I'm just kidding. I want a vacation.
I would imagine that is probably from every working adult in the world.
And if you could grant that wish all around the world, that would be a fantastic thing. I want a vacation. That's pretty good.
See if we can do it all at the same time.
Everybody just take off on the same day.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's a good one. Thank you for ever sent that one in. Hey, you never know what Santa might bring. Why not?
Oh, let's see. What else do we have? We have a letter from Jace. It says, "Dear Santa, can you bring me a PS4 for Christmas with Madden 18 and Red Dead Redemption, please?"
Well, Jace is a person who knows what he wants.
Yes, he does.
Jace says, "Here's what I want, period." Yep. Thanks, Santa. And, nothing like cutting right to the chase. I have no problem with that.
No problem at all.
Because you're supposed to ask. So there you go. So, Jason, nice letter there. Santa, just want to remind everybody that tonight, not only are we reading letters, but if you're just joining us here on the Santa Claus Show on KOFO, we're taking phone calls. 242-1220 is the phone number. For every child that gets on the air with Santa tonight, we've got a special gift for you here from KOFO, and we'll explain how to get that. But so 242-1220 if you want to talk to Santa. Again, we've had some calls already, and the phone lines are open now, so feel free to give us a call and chat with Santa. Santa, last time we talked a week ago, we were talking about some traditions from around the world. And again, for those who may not have joined us for some of our shows earlier, a couple of my favorite traditions of Christmas time are, one, and Brad talked to us about this before a few weeks ago, is driving through Rockwood Acres and seeing the luminaries that are all lit up. It's just a beautiful thing. And I know for you to see it, it's probably
from the sleigh.
Oh, from the sleigh. I bet it's really pretty.
It's just beautiful.
Well, I remember as a kid jumping in the car, and that was one of the highlights of the holiday for me was Mom and Dad would drive us through Rockwood Acres, see the luminaries, and it was just beautiful, all lit up.
Did your dad yell at you for jumping into the car?
No, he'd tell me when I was actually in the car.
Oh, okay.
I jumped, not jumping in, but when I jump up when I was in the car.
I remember sometimes you were on the naughty list.
Well, for like an hour. Or like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That was my brother's fault.
Yeah, but the alarms went off when it happened.
But I digress on that because he can't hear me. So, yeah, I probably was on the naughty list a little bit as a kid, but I jumped right off. That was a good thing. I knew, because you know what set me straight? I knew, oh my gosh, if I messed up, I'm on the naughty list. I don't want to be on the naughty list.
That is true.
Boom. Right back on the nice list. So that's how it worked for me. So we talked about traditions. I've got that one, and then, of course, we sang Christmas carols in the hallway of Garfield School when I was a kid there, too, and always a great time with our principal, Mr. Hoagland, leading us, and all the teachers and everything. And it was a highlight of the holiday to look forward to that. But around the world, those are just kind of my traditions here in this little neck of the woods. They're all over the world, and you see them when you go.
And there are a lot of different ones.
You've shared some interesting ones, I will say that. Are there any others you haven't shared with us, by the way?
This one is from Norway, and this is probably one of the more unusual ones.
Okay, what do you got?
Rather unorthodox Christmas Eve tradition in Norway where people hide their brooms.
Hide the broom?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a tradition that dates back several centuries when people believed that witches and evil spirits would come and steal the brooms and ride around on them on Christmas Eve. And to this day, they still hide their brooms in closets.
Hide the brooms. Well, that's interesting. You know what? My wife's not from Norway because she hands it to me. Here you go. No hiding it there.
Does it fit your hand, and do you know how to use it?
Yeah, but sometimes I tell her the batteries are dead and it doesn't work. Doesn't buy that one. That'll get me right on the naughty list, won't it, Santa?
Yes, it will.
242-1220 is our phone number. We've got some more letters that Santa's going to read from the North Pole. That's where he is. I'm here at the Bob Allen Ford Studios at KOFO, and we want you on the phone tonight to talk to Santa. For every child that talks to Santa tonight, you get a free gift from KOFO. We've got to take a break. We'll come back with more of your letters on the Santa Claus Show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Seems anymore everything is part of a chain. Department stores, restaurants, even medical clinics and hardware stores. There's one shining exception, however. Kansas State Bank. For 100 years, Kansas State Bank has been local people serving local people. Hometown people you know. If you really want your hard-earned money paying for a private jet for a billionaire CEO in New England, that's your business. If you think keeping your money right here in eastern Kansas is smarter, then you need to check out Kansas State Bank. MyKansasStateBank.com. Member FDIC.
This is Chad Bruner, Director at the ORC. You know winter weather is just around the corner, but come join us at the Ottawa Recreation Commission for all your recreational needs. The ORC is now registering for youth volleyball, martial arts, adult basketball, yoga, and many more programs. Please visit the ORC at the Gopher Building on 15th and Ash. Call us at 785-242-1939 or visit us at orcottawaks.org. The ORC, we also want to wish everyone a joyous holiday season.
Want to save money on great stuff from DIY?
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, hi, Santa. I didn't know you shopped at DIY.
Elves can't make everything, you know.
Well, look for the green tags at DIY. Those are sale items you won't hear about anywhere else, like toys and clothes and Christmas decorations.
The elves tried to build a gas grill once. It blew up right in Vixen's face. You ever smell burning antler?
Well, lucky for you, all Traeger grills are on sale now at DIY on South Princeton Drive in Ottawa.
Elves can't even make a good cup of coffee.
Is that why you've dumped half a fifth of Bailey's in yours?
Might be.
It's a choice many of us will be faced with. What to do when a parent, a spouse, or another loved one can no longer take care of themselves. There is an answer. Morningstar Care Homes. With real homes in residential neighborhoods, Morningstar Care Homes provides professional, individualized care for seniors dealing with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or other memory-related issues. Previously known as Comfort Care Homes, Morningstar will provide the same compassionate home-style care you've come to know and expect. Call 785-594-2603 or visit online at morningstarcarehomes.com.
Pizza. The bald-headed, yellow-skinned guy behind me has just discovered pizza time.
Cheese bread, buffalo wings.
You'll be drooling, too, with every bite of everything on the menu. Know what makes pizza time the best?
Dough!
Yeah, that's right. Fresh-made dough gives pizza time pizza its wonderfully delicious flavor.
Beer, wonderful, glorious beer.
Got that, too. And with football season here, there's no better place to watch a game or go after you've played one.
Pizza, beer.
Close. It's pizza time. 208 South Main in Ottawa, 785-242-TIME.
Hi, this is Bob Redeker, owner of Ponchos in downtown Ottawa. As you heard first here on KOFO, Ponchos is closing its doors on December 22nd so that we can return as Leon's in 2018. Until then, you can still enjoy all your favorites on the Ponchos menu. We want to thank you for your years of support, and we look forward to seeing you before our doors close in December and again when we reopen as Leon's in 2018. You can still dine in or carry out. Ponchos, serving you since 1982 at 429 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Thank you just doesn't seem to be enough. When we brought you the story of two families in our community that needed a hand this Christmas season, you came through as KOFO Happy Holiday Helpers. Thanks to your generosity, Mary, a single mother with a 4-year-old son who has special needs, will now be able to pay her rent, her utilities, and other mounting bills that were going to keep her and her son from a happy holiday.
Thank you to everybody that has chosen to reach out and bless my family. Thank you very, very much.
And Kelly, full-time caregiver to her disabled husband, Alan, will get that new queen-size bed he so desperately needs, the sheets to go with it, the coat Alan has gone without, and be able to pay the tags and taxes on their loan vehicle.
I appreciate everyone in it. This is so kind.
Yes, you, our KOFO listening family and advertisers, showed the true meaning of the season by giving to others in need at a time when it was needed most. You are true happy holiday helpers. Merry Christmas, and thank you from all of us at KOFO.
Oh, Merry Christmas, and welcome back.
Well, thank you, Santa. Welcome back to the Santa Claus Show on KOFO. Derek Chappell here in the Bob Allen Ford Studios. And Santa at the North Pole. Where else would he be? Santa, you've got 4 days till the big trip.
4 days.
Tell me a little bit about what you're doing, what the preparations are at this point in time, because I'm sure the boys and girls want to know, what is Santa doing with 4 days to go?
We're making last-minute checks on stuff. We're checking out the naughty and nice list, of course. We'll keep an eye on that. And like I said before, we're actually making the naughty list a whole lot smaller.
That's great.
And as long as the kids keep working with us, we will make it down to 0.
So at this point, are the elves just frantically finishing up toys?
No, they're so practiced in this. It's not frantic, but they are busy.
Busy.
Stay busy.
Just boom, boom. They make it and just knock them out, get them in Santa's bag, and get them ready to go.
Yep. Hot cocoa breaks are a lot shorter than they were last week. And the cookies are delivered to the workstations instead of at the cafeteria.
I assume this time of year that Mrs. Claus is just making cookies round the clock. Ready, getting the elves, keeping them all fed and ready to go, and I'm sure she's very, very busy.
Very busy, yes. And the elves, we do have a unit specifically for baking cookies. And
really?
She heads that up. She's actually, she would make a really good drill sergeant, too.
If I tell you what, if I was an elf, I would want to be on the cookie patrol.
Oh, absolutely.
On that, that's where I would want to be.
I tried to get on that one time, and they figured out who I was.
Yeah, I bet so.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat, didn't they? Well, listen, Santa, we've got some more letters to get to, but before we do that, I want to looks like let me just do this real quick here and see. I think we may have a phone call coming in, and let's go to line number 1. Hello, who is this? You're on the Santa Claus Show. Hunter, I want you to say hi to Santa Claus.
Ho ho ho.
Santa Claus.
Hi, Hunter, how are you? Good. Have you been a good boy?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Are you
good.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was just checking. You sound like a good boy, so I just want to be sure.
How old are you, Hunter?
7.
7? And what grade is that? First grade?
Yeah.
Yeah, and who's your teacher?
The Swartzen.
Yeah.
What school do you go to, Hunter?
Lincoln Elementary.
Lincoln Elementary, up on the north side. That's a great school. They do a lot of fun Christmas stuff up there.
Yes, they do. And now, what would you like for Christmas, Hunter?
An Xbox.
An Xbox?
That's a popular item, isn't it, Santa?
That is very popular.
I bet your elves are making a lot of those.
Yep. Any games to go with that?
Derby game.
Derby games.
Derby game.
Have you played Xbox before?
No.
You know what? I'm not really good at it, Hunter, so maybe if you get an Xbox, you can teach me, okay? I bet Santa's really good because he sits around and tests all these toys out, and so he plays Xbox all the time. You think that's fair?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I think Santa thinks it's fair. Anything else you want to say to Santa Claus?
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you, Hunter. Thank you.
Thank you, Hunter, for calling in and talking to Santa Claus, and we've got a special gift for you for making that phone call, and we thank your parents for making the dial at 242-1220 so you can talk to Santa Claus.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome, Hunter.
Merry Christmas, Hunter. Thank you for calling and talking to Santa.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Great. There's something about the sound of the kids' voices, Santa, that I just love. Just love the kids' voices.
Yes.
The way the innocence of youth. It's a good thing.
Excitement.
Oh, yeah. No question. It's a great thing. Did you have some letters to read, Santa, while we look for another phone call to come through?
A few letters, yes, we do. This one's from Brooklyn. And Brooklyn says, I love Santa and the elves. I would like a toy tiger, a vacuum robot, a four-wheeler, a Jayhawk toy, and a snowflake. And she would also like a root beer float.
Oh, sorry about that. Hunter had to go there, so my fault, Santa.
And there's a note at the bottom of it. It says, P.S. Her dad would like a free Pizza Time pizza for life.
For life?
For life.
Well, that's not a bad deal either. Okay, if you can get that.
That's pretty good.
Go with that.
Thank you for writing in, and we'll see what we can do about the pizza.
That's a good thing. That's a good pizza. That's a good holiday food.
I got another letter from, this one's from Gabriel. And Gabriel says he wants to have a Power Wheel.
A Power Wheel?
Power Wheel.
Awesome.
Yep.
Love those. That's a great thing, too.
That is.
Some great letters. And thank you again to all the good girls and boys in our listening area who took the time to write a letter to Santa Claus. It means a lot to Santa to hear from you every year and year and year and year. And, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can drop a letter in the North Pole Express mailbox. If you're 7 or 77, we don't care because Santa doesn't care.
And I do have one from someone who is probably close to 70 years old.
Really?
At least from the way they asked their letter.
Well, that's fantastic. See, that's what I mean. The Christmas spirit in the season, it knows no age.
Yep.
It doesn't.
Got a letter here from Caleb. Caleb drew me a whole bunch of pictures. Drew me a picture of my reindeer and the sleigh and me climbing up on top of the house and an elf. And it says that he's got a note down here at the bottom about naughty and nice list.
Okay, just checking which one they're on, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like I should check one of them off. and he's asking for Legos, Lego Santa and Lego Elf.
Good stuff, Legos.
It is.
Now, parents sometimes have problems with Legos because in the dark, in the middle of the night, when you're walking across the floor, Legos are bad.
We tested that too.
Yeah?
Yeah, we haven't figured out how to stop that. But
you need the foam cushy Legos. Those aren't a bad thing. So that's a great list, though. Thank you for sending that list in.
Thank you, Caleb.
I do want to remind everybody, by the way, Santa, that we have one more night of the Santa Claus Show tomorrow night. So they have one last chance to get the letters to you through the North Pole Express mailbox. And those sponsored locations you can stop by tomorrow are Kansas State Bank, Bob Allen Ford, Morningstar Care Homes in Ottawa and Baldwin City, the Ottawa Recreation Commission at 15th and Ash, DIY Supply in South Ottawa, Pizza Time and Sears Hometown Store both in downtown Ottawa, Leighton Real Estate in Wellsville, High Tech Relief Center in Ottawa downtown, El Sol Mexican Restaurant, and Liberty Pawn and Gold. Those are all of the locations that have the North Pole Express mailbox. You drop by, drop the letter in there, and it goes right to Santa and the mailbag, and it can be read just like this one that Santa's going to read now. Another one that came through. We'll do another one here before we take a break in a second because I know we have a lot of letters to get to, and there's a lot of kiddos out there waiting to hear their names.
Okay, well, this one here doesn't have a name on it. I'm going to have to get Co to look this up and find out where it came from. You know Co, my elf.
That's Co the elf. Those are the elves. Those are the elves we sent up, Co and Foe.
Yep.
So Co's been helping you with some names?
He has, and he'll have to look this one up for me. He missed this one, evidently. I really want a hoverboard, wireless headphones, a fidget spinner, and Bluetooth, and wants Chiefs jerseys number 27, and that's Kareem Hunt, and number 10, Tariq Hill.
And, without a name on that, that could be mine. That could be a lot of people's lists that I know of. I know a lot of people that would create that list. That was a real good one.
That's a very good list.
Whoever list that was, and you forgot to put your name on it, thank you for making the list pretty much for everybody. It's a great list, so thank you for sending that in.
We'll just make this one for just about every Chiefs fan out there.
Exactly. That's a good one. By the way, that Chiefs game is going to be extremely cold on Sunday. But here I am talking to Santa Claus about cold in a open sleigh flying all over the world, and it's going to be really cold here on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But you don't get cold in the sleigh.
I like the cold.
You're busy. You're in and out a lot.
Yep.
Santa stays warm.
Got a great suit.
And Mrs. Claus makes sure you got everything warm and ready and cozy. And do you drink hot chocolate in the sleigh?
I drink hot chocolate.
Oh, that's awesome. And it stays hot the whole time.
It stays hot. I've got a little warmer on the sleigh just for that.
That's awesome. By the way, I told you a little while ago, Santa, I've got some hot chocolate with me here in the studio tonight, and I did put the mini marshmallows in.
Ooh.
They're all melted down now, and it is just perfect. So I'm going to just take a sip or two while you read one more letter, and we'll take another break.
Okay, I have a letter here from PJ. PJ says, Dear Santa Claus, thank you for the presents. I want a hoverboard.
It seems to be popular.
Yes.
You guys are making a lot of those at the North Pole.
We are making a lot of them.
That's cool. I'd love to be the tester, the person that tests the hoverboards.
Well, thank you, PJ, and Merry Christmas.
Yes. Thank you, PJ, for your letter. And if you'd like to call and talk to Santa Claus, we have a line open. 242-1220 is the phone number. Anybody that talks to Santa tonight will get a special gift from KOFO. So give us a call at 242-1220. We're going to take a quick break. We'll see if that phone starts ringing. I think it's lighting up right now. We'll come back and do more and talk to Santa even more on the Santa Claus Show on KOFO.
It's a choice many of us will be faced with. What to do when a parent, a spouse, or another loved one can no longer take care of themselves. There is an answer. Morningstar Care Homes. With real homes in residential neighborhoods, Morningstar Care Homes provides professional, individualized care for seniors dealing with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or other memory-related issues. Previously known as Comfort Care Homes, Morningstar will provide the same compassionate home-style care you've come to know and expect. Call 785-594-2603 or visit online at MorningstarCareHomes.com.
Like Liberty Pawn and Gold is the best place to get the whole gang Christmas presents. Oh, yeah? Really run and roll? Zoinks! I got the gang shotguns, PlayStations, and diamond necklaces. And Ruby Rocks? Sorry, old pal. They have everything but your snacks. Come on, let's head to Liberty Pawn and Gold at 1st and Main in Ottawa, and I'll get you something. Right roll, Ruby, Ruby, Roo. Like, slow down, old pal.
Want to save money on great stuff from DIY?
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, hi, Santa. I didn't know you shopped at DIY.
Elves can't make everything, you know.
Well, look for the green tags at DIY. Those are sale items you won't hear about anywhere else, like toys and clothes and Christmas decorations.
The elves tried to build a gas grill once. He blew up right in Vixen's face. You ever smell burning antler?
Well, lucky for you, all Traeger grills are on sale now at DIY on South Princeton Drive in Ottawa.
Elves can't even make a good cup of coffee.
Is that why you've dumped half a fifth of Bailey's in yours?
Might be.
Hi, this is Bob Redeker, owner of Ponchos in downtown Ottawa. As you heard first here on KOFO, Ponchos is closing its doors on December 22nd so that we can return as Leon's in 2018. Until then, you can still enjoy all your favorites on the Ponchos menu. We want to thank you for your years of support, and we look forward to seeing you before our doors close in December and again when we reopen as Leon's in 2018. You can still dine in or carry out. Ponchos, serving you since 1982 at 429 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
El Sol Mexican Restaurant. Authentic Mexican dishes served right here in Ottawa. From appetizers to combination plates, specialty dishes to steak platters. And for los niños 12 and under, a fantastic kids menu. And don't forget their daily food and drink specials. El Sol Mexican Restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 11 till 9. Friday and Saturday, 11 till 10. And Sunday, 11 till 3. At 210 South Main Street, right here in Ottawa. Find them online at OttawaElSolMexicanRestaurant.com.
Huge selection, the biggest savings, and the best customer service after you buy your vehicle. That's Bob Allen Ford, and now we're here in Ottawa, Kansas. The purchase experience is easy. Shop from the comfort of your home at Bob Allen Ford Ottawa and BobAllenFord.com. Select the inventory you would like to see, and we'll do the rest. From new F-150s to Explorers, Escapes, and Fusions, we've got you covered. Don't forget the pre-owned selection of low-mileage, under-warranty cars and trucks from all manufacturers. All Fords are created equal. It's your dealer that makes the difference. The difference is Bob Allen Ford here in Ottawa.
Our goal at Layton Real Estate is not to be the biggest real estate firm. Our goal is to be the best for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer, an investor, or maybe downsizing, you'll want Layton Real Estate's experience and knowledge with you every step of the way. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Layton Real Estate, serving families in eastern central Kansas for the last 50 years. Call 785-883-2379. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or visit LaytonRE.com.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
That is Santa Claus. He's at the North Pole. I'm Derek Chappell. Glad to be your host for the Santa Claus Show tonight. And we talked about the weather a little bit ago. If you missed it, we'll take a look at that exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast from the Bob Allen Ford Weather Center here in just a minute, so you know just how cold it's going to get. Santa, I think you have another letter standing by.
I have a special letter here.
A special letter. Let me turn this music down just a bit for you. Okay, I want to hear the special letter.
It says, "Dear Santa, please send me back my youth, my hair. I've been marginally good most of the year." Signed by Old Man.
Old Man. Okay. Well, again, that could have been mine, or I know a lot of guys that could have written that one. That's fantastic. Like I said, the Christmas spirit knows no age, and so hair and youth, who wouldn't want that back?
Absolutely.
Hey, Old Man, we'll see if Santa Claus can deliver on that one for you. 242-1220. We got a little bit more time here on the Santa Claus Show tonight, and again, we'll be back tomorrow night with our final Santa Claus show of this Christmas season, because we've got to let the old jolly old elf himself get ready for Christmas Eve, which is coming up on Sunday night. What do you say we take a quick break here and take a look at that KOFO Weather Center forecast?
Here's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast.
When did you last take a Sunday drive? Next time, make your destination the Plaschke Kramer Liquor Store at Seven Cedars. Pick out your specialty beer from the cave for the big game or an evening on the deck. Seven Cedars on Highway 59 in Princeton.
Your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast from the Bob Allen Ford Weather Center. Overcast tonight, 28 for a low. Tomorrow, overcast skies again and a high of 37. Overcast tomorrow night, then gradually becoming clear and a low of 21. And that means on Saturday we get to see the sun again. Mostly sunny and a high of 35 on Saturday. 20% chance of snow after midnight on Saturday night, overcast and a low of a brisk 17. And then Sunday, Christmas Eve, a 30% chance of snow before noon. Then the sun reappears, high only 33 on Christmas Eve day. Partly clear for Santa Claus on Christmas Eve night, and a brisk low of 18. And then Christmas Day, sunny and a high of 39. Looks like a great holiday weekend. That's your KOFO Weather Center forecast from the Bob Allen Ford Weather Center.
Huge selection, the biggest savings, and the best customer service after you buy your vehicle. That's Bob Allen Ford, and now we're here in Ottawa, Kansas. The purchase experience is easy. Shop from the comfort of your home at Bob Allen Ford Ottawa and BobAllenFord.com. Select the inventory you would like to see, and we'll do the rest. From new F-150s to Explorers, Escapes, and Fusions, we've got you covered. Don't forget the pre-owned selection of low-mileage, under-warranty cars and trucks from all manufacturers. All Fords are created equal. It's your dealer that makes the difference. The difference is Bob Allen Ford here in Ottawa.
El Sol Mexican Restaurant. Authentic Mexican dishes served right here in Ottawa. From appetizers to combination plates, specialty dishes to steak platters. And for los niños 12 and under, a fantastic kids menu. And don't forget their daily food and drink specials. El Sol Mexican Restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 11 till 9. Friday and Saturday, 11 till 10. And Sunday, 11 till 3. At 210 South Main Street, right here in Ottawa. Find them online at OttawaElSolMexicanRestaurant.com.
Hey, this is Jake.
And this is Sheldon.
From High Tech Relief Center.
We provide managed IT services to...
Whoa. It's IT.
Oh, man.
Well, just hit Control-Alt-Delete and start again.
We provide managed IT services to Ottawa and the surrounding area.
So if you need help with your wireless network, website, security cameras, or just have general computer issues,
give High Tech Relief Center a call at 785-229-0541.
HTRCKC.com. Find us on Facebook at High Tech Relief.
Like Liberty Pawn and Gold is the best place to get the whole gang Christmas presents. Oh, yeah? Really run and roll? Zoinks! I got the gang shotguns, PlayStations, and diamond necklaces. And Ruby Rats? Sorry, old pal. They have everything but your snacks. Come on, let's head to Liberty Pawn and Gold at First and Main in Ottawa, and I'll get you something. Ready to roll. Ruby, Ruby, Roo. Like, slow down, old pal.
Our goal at Layton Real Estate is not to be the biggest real estate firm. Our goal is to be the best for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer, an investor, or maybe downsizing, you'll want Layton Real Estate's experience and knowledge with you every step of the way. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Layton Real Estate, serving families in eastern central Kansas for the last 50 years. Call 785-883-2379. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or visit LaytonRE.com.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you, Santa, and we're so glad you're here tonight. I can't believe how fast time flies when you get to hang out and talk to Santa Claus on the phone from the North Pole. Santa, we do appreciate you being here with us again tonight, and another edition of the Santa Claus Show. I can't believe we only have one left.
One left tomorrow night, and then I know you've got a few things to do over the next 24 or 48 hours. My favorite thing to do each year.
Well, I mean, you know, right after Christmas is over and you're done delivering and everything like that, I know you guys take just a little vacation, you and Mrs. Claus.
We do.
And then you get right back after it.
Yep.
You guys start building toys for the next year.
Yep. We go to the Bahamas for a weekend, and then we're ready to get back at it.
You jump right back at it.
Yep.
That sounds like a fun time. So it is the Santa Claus Show on KOFO, and we are lucky to have Santa Claus with us. We'll do it again tomorrow night. Now, here's the deal. If you want your child's letter read on the air, you have one more day to drop them off at our sponsor locations in the North Pole Express mailbox, and that would include Kansas State Bank, Bob Allen Ford, Morningstar Care Homes, Ottawa Recreation Commission, DIY Supply, Pizza Time, Sears, Layton Real Estate, High Tech Relief Center, El Sol Mexican Restaurant, and Liberty Pawn and Gold. I want to thank all of the kids who called in tonight.
Yes.
And again, they got special
Hunter
gifts.
And Savannah and Avery.
Thank you for the calls, and I hope you enjoyed talking to Santa Claus as much as I do. I'm a big kid, and I love talking to him, so I can imagine how the little ones feel. It's got to be a great feeling. You can do it again tomorrow, as long as you get those letters to those sponsor locations. So you have one more day to do it. Drop them in that North Pole Express mailbox. And again, tomorrow night, anybody that calls in and talks to Santa, again, we'll do a gift again for the children who call in tomorrow. So we'll do the big finale tomorrow night and have a great time doing so. Santa, I can't thank you enough for your time. I know the reindeer have to be fed. I know the elves have to be fed.
Yes.
I know they're busy, and I know
I have to be fed.
And well, I'm sure you got to kind of beef up a little bit. You're going to be busy for about 24 straight hours here pretty soon.
Yep.
And like we said, it's going to be a little chilly here. So just remember, when you get in our neck of the woods, go ahead and be sure you bundle up that big red jacket, the big red coats, get that your Santa cap pulled down tight and everything ready to go.
And last week we mentioned the Christmas Eve parade. It starts at noon, and I would like to invite anybody that can make it up to the North Pole to come on up to the North Pole and enjoy and share the parade with us.
How about that? You just got a special invite from Santa to go to the North Pole parade. Santa, thank you. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. Thank you all for listening to the Santa Claus Show and for calling in. Derek Chappell signing off, saying ho, ho, ho to you.
Merry Christmas.
You've been listening to the Santa Claus Show. Tune in to KOFO 103.7 FM and 1220 AM on select nights at 6 from now until Christmas Eve. Check the KOFO Facebook page to find out which nights host Derek Chappell will be talking to the man in the big red suit. The Santa Claus Show was brought to you today by title sponsor Kansas State Bank and in part by DIY, Bob Allen Ford, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Morningstar Care Homes, Pizza Time, Sears Hometown Store, Layton Real Estate, Liberty Pawn and Gold, High Tech Relief Center, and El Sol Mexican Restaurant. Drop your letters off at any of those locations and tune in next time as Santa reviews your letters. From everyone at KOFO, we wish you a joyous holiday season.
Information and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Here's the latest from ABC News. I'm Brian Clark. Congress will face more budget questions in 2018 after approving a short-term spending bill that avoids a government shutdown, but will have lawmakers in pretty much the same spot next month.
The latest temporary spending bill expires in mid-January. It extends the Children's Health Insurance Program till the end of March, but the rest of the spending expires in a month, with hard decisions on everything from defense spending to building a border wall put off till then.
ABC's Andy Field in Washington. There was no vote in the Senate on new disaster relief funding for money that would have gone to areas impacted by West Coast wildfires and southern hurricanes like Harvey that affected Texas. Senator Ted Cruz from that state denouncing the Senate's decision.
Indeed, it's maddening to those in the affected regions that the Senate is not taking up legislation today to give them what they need to continue to rebuild and recover.
Republicans still touting the new tax code, which President Trump's yet to sign into law. They say corporations will pass their tax savings on to workers. AT&T's one large company that says workers will get bonuses. But ABC's Mary Bruce says it remains to be seen if these payments are more than one-time gestures.
Boeing has big contracts with the government. AT&T is hoping the administration will greenlight a big merger with Time Warner. And even when it pays out $200 million in bonuses, one top tax expert tells us AT&T could save $2 billion a year from the Trump cuts. Even before the Trump tax cuts kick in, corporate America has already been sitting on massive amounts of cash that they haven't been passing on to workers. The question, will that change?
Vice President Mike Pence making a surprise visit to Afghanistan, where he met with U.S. troops and Afghan officials. Alphabet CEO Eric Schmidt says he's stepping down as executive chairman of Google's parent company, says it's time for a transition. This is ABC News.
It might not be Friday, but that's not stopping anyone from getting out of the house. Whether it's date night or family night, Groupon's Things to Do Thursday can change any regular night into one not to miss. Visit Groupon.com or the Groupon app and check things to do for discounts on events and activities local to you. ABC's Daily Deal, sponsored by Groupon. Download the Groupon app and save up to $100 a week on what you do every day. Available on the Apple and Google Play App Store or visit Groupon.com.
The first ingredient in Swanson chicken broth sounds like this, whereas the first